Hey, hey, and welcome to the Pig Daily. Get excited and get hyped because it is ICYFAR, and what a day to do ICYFAR on. Of course, ICYFAR is I cast your freaking awesome replays, and it is a cold winter's morning here in Sydney. At least cold by Australian standards. It's about like I think it's like 9 degrees now. It's technically warmed up a little bit, but for me, this is the equivalent of sitting in Antarctica, freezing my ass off with a bunch of penguins laughing at me. I've woken up today freezing my butt off. So let's watch some games, let's get excited, and let's have some fun. Before we start off though, the challenge for next week, time to announce it. It is going to be blood sacrifice. So one unit must die. It doesn't matter if it's yours or your opponent's. One unit must die every single minute of the game. So even from the very first minute, a unit needs to die. You may need to kill one of your own workers or two in the early game. Hell, maybe you just want to go worker harass very quickly. But no matter what, you have to appease the gods. If a unit doesn't die every single minute of the game, then doesn't get in, gets disqualified. So that's going to force you guys to harass a lot. It's going to force those games to be action-packed. It's going to force people to just throw units away every now and then. So that should be a lot of fun. So everyone do please submit some replays for that. Send them through to eonblue95@gmail.com. If you're watching on YouTube, it's in the description below the video. If you're in Twitch, if you're in Twitch, are you inside the Twitch? If you're inside the Twitch, go, I don't know, walk away from your computer for a few minutes. You've been sitting there for too long. But check it out in chat. There is the ICYFAR command there, which will give you the info on that. All right, guys. So today's challenge, this is all the replays from last week. It is, you may only attack if you're dropping half of your army. I'm like a little bit slow. You guys can tell, a bit impeded by how freaking cold it is. But that's all right. We're gonna watch some awesome games. So every single attack today, at least half of the army must be dropped. So hopefully going to see some interesting and creative play from all our players. Let's dive on in and let's take a look at these games. All right, starting here. Game number 1. We have Chill King spawning up here in the top right-hand side of the map. Our red Zerg player. There we go. Sound should probably be turned on. I was like, this seems like a very silent game of StarCraft, doesn't it? Why doesn't it? Typical fantastic production here on the Pig Daily. Always remember to get our settings fixed up beforehand. So Chill King here is our Zerg in the top right hand side, and he is going to be facing off against our blue Protoss in the bottom left hand side. It is Fall of Math. Now, we have no idea who submitted the replay. So far, I don't think I've ever actually had a submission for the daily, for ICYFAR, where it was 2 players both playing the challenge. That's something I'd really love to see with this coming week's challenge. So if you guys can do it, hop on with a friend. Both of you play the challenge at the same time. I'd love to see some replays of that and see how it works out. So for this game, we actually have no idea who's following the challenge. We're just going to have to keep our eye on both players, and we're going to have to assume the guy that starts dropping like a madman after a certain point is going to be the player that's going to be following that and kind of keeping it going. Hey, Jedi Dude, big thanks for the sub, by the way. 9 months in a row, 9 months of passion. Thank you. Going to see a bit of a very early gas and pool here, actually, out of Chill King. Looks like a maybe 17 gas, 17 pool, maybe even earlier than that. That's pretty fast. Gonna go down and take his natural now. They're gonna be getting a very early Zergling speed. So the probes scouted this late hatchery, and he's kind of like, that's a little bit late. What's going on here? Oh, that spawning pool's already finished. Oh crap. What are you up to, dirty Zerg? He's gonna have a little bit of a scout around. Chill King, though, actually still just adding drones. Looking like he just wants the fast Zergling speed for safety for the moment. And alright, I think Chill King's the one submitting the replay, guys. We've already got an Evo chamber down to start getting those drops ready. I think Chill King has his target in his sights. By the way, this is a platinum level replay, roughly, I believe. So it's going to be interesting. And Fall of Math thinks walling off the front will help. I don't know, man. These overlords look like they got a plan. They're already both on a path to try and like elevator in here or something like that. So I think Fall of Math is going to be up against the wall in a little while here. He's got a cannon going down at the front, already got this Cybercore finished up, and he's going to head down and take that natural Nexus. Meanwhile, already Already the first Overlord is dropping for Chill King. I like how Chill King like doesn't have, what has he got? He's got 4 Zerglings on the map and he's like already got his first drop Overlord ready. Wasting absolutely no time this game. He's just going to go straight across, and the moment Zergling speed finishes, he's already going to have 8 Zerglings inside the main base of Fall of Math, man. This could just be devastating. What the hell does Fall of Math have? He doesn't have any units building, he doesn't have a mothership core, he's just got this one cannon defending the ramp. He's going to have pretty sick probe micro, because, yeah, these Zerglings are going to do really well. This Overlord, though, not quite in position to pick up these Lings. Get over there, you slow bastard. Might have accidentally clicked on the wrong Overlord there. But that's what happens. He's going to load on up, man. There's got to be a unit starting right now. We've got, what have we got? An extra gateway going down? Fall of Math. Okay, the Mothership Core has started. He's not going to be caught completely with his pants down, but I don't know if that's going to be ready in time. We've already got this first drop coming in, and behind this, Chill King is droning on up, taking that third base, and oh, Fall of Math, going to cannon rush the third secretly. Chill King has no idea about this. He's got to do some damage with these Zerglings, because if he doesn't realize that his base back there is getting wrecked, he's going to be in a lot of trouble. Oh, nice pylon overcharge here. Shuts down that drop. But the Zerglings do pull back. Good control by Chill King so far. Going to run around the outside, try and focus down some probes here. Staying just outside of that overcharge range. Very good micro from Chill King. Nice chilled out micro. Fall of Math there with the dirty counterattack, man. He's going to just cannon this third base. Chill King has no idea. He's building more Zerglings. He's bringing these Zerglings back, retreating out of the base. I love that he just went for like the fastest possible Zergling drop. That is so cute. And that almost did huge damage. I almost want to see him like drop those again and just run them through. And the cannon's revealed. Chill King, oh man, you can't fight this with Zerglings. You've only got space for 1 Zergling, at most 2 to be fighting that cannon at a time. But Fall of Math, I mean this cannon is going to get so many kills. Oh my god. Fall of Math being super greedy as well, saying, yeah, I'm not going to commit anything else to this. I just want to like mess you up. I want to slow you down. But I don't know if 1 photon cannon is going to be able to kill the hatchery in time. The spine crawlers on the way. We see multiple queens building. Looks like Chill King is reacting to this with a lot of those units. With just 1 cannon chipping away, I don't know if it's going to get the hatchery in time. Nonetheless, though, this is pulling all of Chill King's focus away. And it's giving Fall of Math a lot of focus on his economy. He's droning on up, probing on up, I should say. Cannons in the mineral line, wow. He's going to be pretty well prepared for drops, actually. He's got 3 cannons already, wow. Fall of Math does not like drops. Queen's coming in here, trying to fight this cannon, trying to buy time. They're doing okay. Oh, that cannon actually needs to focus that Zergling. The Zergling's doing so much damage while the Queen tanks for it. 1 Queen does go down. Another Queen almost goes down. The Zergling goes down. The cannon is still alive. Oh my god, this cannon is just being so bloody annoying. Fall of Math pulling out the stops to put the hurt on Chill King. And Chill King here just so distracted by that push. We got up to about 2,500 minerals, but now he's cleared it up 16 drones in the production tab, plus 1 range on the way, 2nd Evo chamber. Chill King's back in that economic driver's seat. He's just going to power out these workers. Meanwhile, Fall of Math, what's he up to? Twilight Council. Actually, that would totally ruin Chill's plan. If there were just defensive DTs warping in every time he comes in with a drop, that's the worst feeling if you don't have overseers with that. So we'll have to see if Fall of Math goes for some Dark Templar. Oh, trying to drop the Zerglings again. Chill King, what are you doing with your Zerglings? They're like, well, we know we're not going to kill the Stalkers, so we're just going to kind of stand in front of them and cop the lasers to the face. Sounds like a plan. Oh man, Zerg economy going a little bit crazy right now. 47 drones, 13 more in production. Oh man, Protoss is going to get outproduced so quickly here. Chill King just massing up all this stuff. He's got the Overlord speed now. He's got his little Overlord armada here. Gonna go maybe set up for another drop. I love these tubes on top of the Overlord. I'm guessing they just designed this by looking at a human heart or something, and they're just like, yeah, you just got like your cut off little ventricles here. You've got like, I don't know, some aorta on the back or something like that. Yeah, you just got all these like these dirty tubes. And then you just add some spikes and tentacles out the bottom, and you've got a Zerg transport. Sick life. Sick life. Chill King getting his 1-1 upgrades. What's he going for? He's got 1-1 range upgrades on the way. Got a Roach Horn. Doesn't really have any other tech. Not sure what he's going to be heading towards. He's got a pretty sick income though, so he can build just about anything right now. Fall of Math, on the other hand, building lots of Stalkers and Adepts, still locked in here on 2 bases. Not going for that third yet, and just still adding more and more cannons. Fall of Math is just turtling up hard and actually going for Storm. Storm's going to be pretty good against those low-tier Chill King units, but Roaches are pretty beastly at the same time. So if you don't have a lot of damage backing up the Storm, something like, say, Immortals, then it's not really going to deal with the Roaches just on its own. Fall of Math now breaking down the entrance. Looks like he's going to try and take that third in the near future. This Mothership Core just having a little bit of a nervous pace back and forwards. That looks really uncomfortable. Oof. Ugh. Uh-oh. 4 drop overlords already. We've still got that 5th one there. Got quite a few roaches out. Chill King here. Oh, alright. Roach Hydra. It's going to be Roach Hydra, and he's just going to drop everything. He's not going to take any chances with a frontal assault, is he? He's just going to, like, drop everything into the main base every single time he attacks. And we're going to see Protoss just topple over, I think. I don't know, man. What can he do? He's got Storm almost finished. He's going to need to start banking up that energy soon. Third Nexus is on the way. Alright, so he's building his economy up a bit. He's still keeping up that probe production, so he's actually only about 10 workers down. If Protoss can get the gas on this third base and get up a good Templar count, then there's always hope, especially with... Oh my god. Oh my god, Fall of Math. I swear, like, he sees that one little Ling elevator early, and he's just like, build cannons everywhere. 3 cannons in the main, plus the one at the ramp. 3 cannons in the natural. Oh, good luck dropping into this, man. All these Stalkers are standing here. How the hell is Chill King going to make this work? Like, he's going in for it. He's making Ravages, Hydras, Zerglings. He's adding a few more drones, and the gas is on his 4th base. But he's going to be walking into just a massive Stalkers. There's High Templar warping in now. They're going to start banking up Storm energy. Oh, no. Oh, man, I can already just see this Zerg army just flying in here, and the entire thing getting shredded in midair. Chill King, please. Please be watching when you drop. A few of these overlords still haven't been turned into drop overlords. Chill King looks like he's gonna go in there. Oh my god. And the observer even sees it. Oh my god. Oh my god. No. Oh, it does turn around. Only loses 1 full overlord there. Not as bad as it could have been. He's going to attack at the front at the same time with these Hydras, Ravages, and Zerglings. Going to take down that front pylon. Going to start pushing in. Meanwhile, the drop goes back into the main. The Stalker's moved out of position. Oh, and he doesn't... Oh, there we go. 1 almost full overlord does go down. Those overlords starting to drop those roaches out. But, oh, the defense is good. Fall of Math shutting down the aggression so far. Still a few roaches stuck in those overlords. Chill King a little bit slow to unload there. And Fall of Math has just torn that Zerg army to shreds. Oh man, he didn't even have to use the High Templar. Where are the High Templar? Did the High Templar die? Were they just chilling there? I somehow missed that. I think the High Templar were just like in the middle of the battle. Yeah? Yeah, they must have been. Okay, well he killed the High Templar. That's a big gas investment. There's no more High Templar right now building up energy, and Fall of Math is really gas starved. He's mining the gas on the 3rd now. He's actually going for a triple Stargate transition. What? Oh my god, he's going to be going for like Void Rays or something. Something really surprising here, but there's a good number of Hydras out for Chill King. So really what Fall of Math needs right now is some Storm. He needs some more Templar. He's just got 1 at home, warping in a few more. There we go. Oh, this is getting scary. How is Chill King going to make this work? He's got the Lurker down on the way. Lurker drops might be exactly what he needs to make this happen. Fall of Math, though, going for that fast 4th base now. Getting his own Warp Prism out. Oh, Fall of Math's really getting into his comfort zone. He's still got these Photon Cannons everywhere. His base is so safe with the combination of Photon Overcharge and Cannons. He's got a pretty good-sized army up. Only thing he doesn't have going for him is upgrades. He doesn't have any attack upgrades, just +2 armor. And we see +2 range and +1 Carapace is done for Chill King, with +2 Carapace almost finished as well. Infestation on the way, Spire, we've got another hatchery going down, and we see this big Roach Hydra ball just continuing to grow here. The question is, how is Chill King going to make this work? Okay, here's the plan. Wave 2, drop more stuff, and Protoss is getting more and more spread out, so it's going to be harder for him to respond as the game goes on. We see more Roaches and Hydras on the way, and Lurker in the production tab. And Chill King's just going to keep throwing this stuff. But Fall of Math with some fantastic map vision. He's got observers all over the map. And his Probe in the middle sees all these overlords coming, so he knows exactly what's happening. He's going to have to keep an eye out for that. He's got the Warp Prism ready to counterattack in the main at the same time. Fall of Math. Oh man, and even an Observer here. Sees the overlord stop. His whole army moves into the main to reposition. Oh god. Oh god. Chill King. Make an Overseer. Get this Protoss's vision out of your base, man. Fall of Math has got full blown map hacks right now, and oh my god, the probe! Okay. Did do an A move there, Chill King's saying, alright, nuh-uh. Fall of Math, he realizes what he's up against. Fall of Math is like, wait a second, this guy is really keen on dropping, isn't he? He is really keen on dropping. Realizes he's up against the daily and that at least half of the army has to get dropped each time. However, Chill King still doesn't know about this observer. No! 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 Please! Please, no! Oh my god, this is gonna be so brutal. Oh, he's watching. He pulls back. The whole army's there, and the army starts hitting that. Oh my god, how he's going to get down the ramp. There's going to be a great Zerg concave here. Look at this. Chill King focusing down the Nexus. Fall of Math getting stuck behind his own units, and the drop comes back in. Oh, great positioning from Chill King, but the DT warp in. The High Templar go down. The Storm shreds the Zerg army, but the drop on the high ground looking pretty good so far. Lurkers morph. The High Templar are going down. And it looks like Chill King's going to take his first good trade of the game. The Roach Hydra shredding through the Stalkers, but the DTs make it to the front of the fight. And with no detection here, this is going to be a big struggle for Chill King. The DTs just tear everything apart. And there's an Observer there, so unfortunately, even the Lurkers are going to be spotted, and almost everything dies. Chill King with an attack which looked so promising at first, but the DTs come in with the counterattack at the same time and they shut this down. Oh man. Oh man. Kills the fourth. Killing so many workers right now. Up to 31 drones killed. This is just brutal, man. Oh no. There's a reason they call them Douche Templar, and this is it. Oh, talk about turning a game around with just a single unit. That was beautiful. I guess it was 4 units, but 4 of a single unit type. Yeah. Oh my god, this DT! Ah, Zerg! Why you let him run through there? What the hell? Oh man, Chill King falling apart a little bit, struggling with the DTs on so many fronts. Really good focus fire there out of Fall of Math. Fall of Math's going to come in and hit the 5th as well. His army is really small though. You've got to keep in mind, Fall of Math lost a huge amount of supply earlier on. He lost all his like meaty gateway units. All he's got is this kind of ragtag force. And if he fights the Roach Hydra in the open, the Roach Hydra is more than a match for that. The Overseers are coming in as well. He's got speed upgrade on those Overseers. They're keeping up with the Roach Hydra easily. And now the Roach Hydra, the Zerg force, is going to be very powerful. Fall of Math. Uh-oh, he's stepped in too deep, man. He did the damage, but he needed to wait for that damage to kick in. Instead, he's given Chill King just the trade he needed. And Chill King, he's found it. But he can't counterattack unless he gets some drop overlords over here. He can't attack just yet. We see 3 Tempests on the way. Fall of Math going right up to Tempests. Wow. I think he needs more High Templar first of all, because this is a pretty scary army. Chill King, finally! Choose that Observer back a little bit, but he still hasn't killed it. There's even a Dark Templar there as well, just having a bit of a perv. He's just like staring off into the green abyss, thinking about life, staring at the butts of roaches that walk past him. Just chilling. I'm pretty sure he's in vision as well, right? No, the Overseers are just out of range. The Tempest's gonna start to shell down here on the Zerg army. Oh, this is not the area you want to drop, man. Looks like Chill King has got a little bit too predictable with his drop path. That single Observer spotting it every single time. Chill King has only got a few Dropper-Lords here. He's taking damage from these Tempests. Oh, he's going to start engaging. He's going to try and snipe down these Tempests. They're trying to stop him from dropping, so he's going to shoot him down. And then Chill King, okay, he's going to back off a little bit. He's going to pull back. He's got to get more Dropper-Lords up, and he's got to find the bases of Protoss. If we look at Chill King's vision, he doesn't know about the 4th. He doesn't know about the 5th that's going down. If he starts to drop those bases, then he can start to crack the nut that is this Protoss. This is a really hard nut, man. He's got Tempests, he's got DTs, he's got Charge, I believe. Does he have Charge? Yeah, he's got Charge and Blink. But there's no High Templar out right now, so just Roaches and Hydras are going to do pretty well. No Immortals, no High Templar, but warping in the main base. Fall of Math, man. He knows what he's doing. Pull the Zerg's attention away from home, And Chill King's going to take quite a bit of damage. He's going to lose the Infestation Pit. Oh, it goes down. More and more Zealots warping in, pulling back the entire Zerg army. And Fall of Math is making life hard for Chill King. Chill King's struggling to find those drop angles, man. Seems like the Protoss army is just waiting for him every time he drops, and then whenever he starts trying to think of a new attack angle, bam, Warp Prism in the back of his base, and that Warp Prism escapes to safety. So even though it gets cleaned up now, losing some tech structures there is Chill King. Finally, building some Corruptors, going to be able to chase down that Warp Prism, but the Warp Prism is already ready to go back in with, I believe it was 4 DTs? Or 2 DTs and 2 Zealots? A really dirty warp in coming in there, and no, the harassing Tempest. I think they're gonna go and get in the dead space behind the bases and just shell down on the workers. This is like the dirtiest harassment ever. If your opponent doesn't have a Spire, this can just like win the game. But we actually just saw Corruptors build, and I mean 5 Corruptors, 6 Corruptors. I don't know if that's enough to beat 4 Tempests. I'm not really sure how it scales in such small numbers, but with a few more Corruptors coming out, these Tempests are going to get wrecked. Has Chill King seen it? Oh, he sees it now. Okay, the Tempests fire their first shot. Chill King's all the way on this side of the map, though. He's going to kill those bases. Splits off the Corruptors. They're heading home. These Tempests are just going to go on a rampage up here, try and Shrek as much economy as they can. But Chill King is not being deterred. He's going to attack up here. He's starting to burrow his lurkers, starting to edge forward, and he's going to just drop on top. He's saying, half my army has to drop? Alright, I'm going to drop it on top of you. That's one way to fulfill the challenge. Oh, these Corruptors, they're not fighting the Tempests. The Tempests are killing so many workers. And we see here, though, Chill King is just like, alright, half the army engages on the front, the other half gonna go into the main base. It's the same maneuver he's been using all game long. Meanwhile, the Corruptors engaging the Tempests on the right-hand side of the map. How's this fight going? Chill King actually clearing up most of the ground army here of Fall of Math. The Tempests still standing strong in the air, though. And there's a lot of Photon Cannons down here. Oh my god, thankfully no overcharge right now. The Mothership Core is nowhere to be seen. It's out on the other side of the map. The Roach Hydra gonna shred through the cannons, gonna take out the Tempest, gonna start doing some great damage. Behind this, how's his economy looking? The Corruptor versus Tempest battle. Turns out 6 Corruptors versus 4 Tempests. I think they are going to kill at least 3 of the Tempests, but that last Tempest is still going to stand. It's still going to be alive at the end of this, and it's going to be a pain in the butt. But all these Tempests are rallying out into Hydralisks, because that's not what you want. Full of Math taking so much damage there, and these Tempests are really starting to feel the hurt. The Roach Hydra here, paying for itself in dividends. I would say the first super successful drop of the game for Chill King. And Chill King is making it happen. He's making it happen. He's still got 4,500 minerals in the bank as well. Oh, DT warp in, of course. Fall of Math, should have thought of that sooner, man. Chill King still isn't bringing Overseers with his drops. One of the things which is so easy to forget, but if your opponent's got those defensive DT warp ins, it can shut you down really hard. This Tempest over here, just hanging out with all his broken old school Protoss ships, just kind of standing there. He could actually be really annoying right now because there's no Corruptors. Meanwhile though, oh, the 2 Zealot, 2 DT drop comes back into the main. More Zealots warping in. Uh-oh. Looks like that Hive might go down. We got a lot of Roach Hydra here. Actually, I think he will save it. Oh, and is he finally going to get the Warp Prism? Finally, the Warp Prism goes down, but I don't think he's going to be able to save the Hive. Oh, Fall of Math focus fires, and the Hive goes down. The Spawning Pool has gone down. All of the tech getting destroyed. Oh, these Lurkers, there's no detection. Lurker doing massive damage to the Protoss army there as it walks into it. These Dropper Lords still in position. This Tempest still chilling over here. But now, finally, with that Warp Prism gone, Chill King can focus on trying to get on the offense, trying to get these drops to work. Oh, these Lurkers actually did a nice bit of damage, killing quite a few Stalkers there. But Fall of Math is just expanding across this map. Fall of Math's playing Zerg and Chill King's playing Protoss, man. Right now, both players down at about 55 workers. I guess Chill King, this is technically Chill King's 6th base. So technically even base count once this finishes for Fall of Math. But Chill King has just lost so many more workers this game. 61 drones have gone down. Oh man. Oh man. These bases on the top side though, looking very bare right now. Fall of Math can't really afford the resources to put down all those photon cannons like he did in the main. Alright, he's going to replace the cannons in the main, I guess. That's one way to do it. Charge lots, though, going to find the open base down here. Uh-oh, this drone line is so exposed. Fall of Math just going to get on top of that. Tear it apart. Chill King's on struggle street right now. He's got to try and defend this. His army's trying to move down into position. He will save the hatchery, but losing a lot of drones. Trying to add some more Corruptors. Trying desperately to rebuild his tech. Because right now, I mean, what tech is there? I always forget. What's the structures? Forget what the hotkey is for structures, but we'll go take a look around. So right now we've got a Greater Spire, we've got a Lurker Den, a Spawning Pool. That's it. So Corruptors, Broodlords, Hydras, and Lurkers. These are the only units, and Zerglings, that Chill can actually build. Fall of Math still has almost his entire tech tree complete. He's got actually, I believe, a triple Robo, or at least, yeah, triple Robo. He can start building Disruptors, Colossus. He's already got a good Tempest fleet with a Mothership, some Stalkers underneath. He's got Storm, Archons, and just starting to rain down death from above. It looks like Chill King here actually going to ignore the army. Say, I can't fight that, man. A Mothership, a whole bunch of Tempests, some Stalkers. This is just too much. Instead, going to load up into his army down here. That Dark Templar finally stops just stargazing at the edge there. The Observer goes down as well, and it looks like Chill King's ready to drop here. Chill King! Gonna do another big drop in the main, but oh my god. 2 Tempests and so many cannons. Thankfully, the Corruptor's coming in to buffer at the front. The rest of the ground army going to be hitting there. He's lost his 5th base behind this to that Tempest attack. Chill King's going to try and drop on top. Is it going to be enough? Zerg, there's so many photon cannons here, but there's no storm, there's no splash damage, and those Hydras have insane damage. What do we got? 5 DTs warping in though. Where's the Overseer? The Overseers are just here. They're not in range. The Hydras are dying. Bring the Overseers over. Oh my god. Okay, he's bringing the Overseers over. Finally, the DTs aren't going to be able to defend for once. And Chill King's finally going to start tearing away at the insides of Fall of Math space. Fall of Math still has a huge army up here though. I don't know what Chill King can be building right now. He's completely out of minerals. He's killing the Zealots here. The Spines and Spores are defending. He's got some Corruptors up. They might do okay against the Tempests, but with the Stalkers underneath blasting on them, I'm not sure if they can do it. There's no gas income right now for Chill King. He's just not mining any gas. His income in general is so much lower. Fall of Math still freely mining off these bases in the top left, and it looks like the attack in the main's being held. I think Fall of Math is going to be closing this one out. A valiant effort from Chill King, but Fall of Math with great observer placement. Non-stop walls of cannons in the main base, which the drops had to go into over and over again. And it looks like Fall of Math is going to be taking this game. The Corruptor's going to come in for one last engage. They're going to try and shoot down that Mothership, take a sort of Pyrrhic victory at most, but it looks like at best they're going to have the moral victory of, hey, we killed the Mothership core, and GG. That was actually a pretty back and forth game. G to the G. Big thanks to Chill King for submitting that one. Big thanks to Fall of Math as well for actually recognizing that he was up against the ICYFAR challenge there. So that was pretty crazy game. GG's. Yeah, so many minerals but so little gas, unfortunately. So that was not a bad start. I definitely think if Chill didn't look too used to dropping there, because there were a few times where maybe if he just split some drops off, could have made things a lot harder for our Protoss player. But you live, you learn. Either way, it ended up being a really back and forth game. There were a few drops which were so close to cracking that Protoss base, but unfortunately the DT defense was always a bit too strong. Tip for all you Zergs, bring in Overseer. If you're in late game and you're dropping a Protoss, always bring an Overseer. And it can make the difference between your drop just destroying all of the Protoss infrastructure and you falling apart. Alright guys, let's dive into game number 2. We are commentating 3 games today. So, whoops, wrong button. Let's do it. Alright guys, we are going to be spawning here in on Frozen Temple. Down here in the bottom right hand side, we have Fashion. What a fashionable Zerg. Oh my. Oh, they just glide. It's their fashion. And he's going up against a Reach. Up here in the top left-hand side, we have a Reach, our blue Zerg. Looks like a ZVZ. Drops in ZVZ. Now, this is going to be tricky. Fashion says, hi there, I have a weird question for you. I would harass one of your drones with my scouting drone. Oh, I'm very curious where this is going. He's like, am I allowed to harass with a drone? I don't know. Well, do I need to drop another drone at the same time? It's fine. You can harass with a drone. No one counts that as an attack. I wonder if they're both going to be playing the challenge. Fashion taking his natural hatchery. A Reach coming in with the drone scout. Gonna see what's going on. Be like, what? Why is this guy chatting so much? Where's the 6 pool, man? Wait, we're not even playing that game anymore. But it's just some worker harass, man. I would be fine with some worker harass. If you bring 6 workers and attack their worker line, 6 or more, then I would count it as an assault. But really, it could be either way. Reach over here, going to be droning up pretty hard, going gas, pull, and then hatch. Not going for any craziness. Reach is like, don't even try it, brah. Don't even try it. We've got a spawning pool going down there. Nice little choke point between the pool and the hatchery. Reach on the other side of things, though, will be getting the Zergling speed a lot faster with that early gas. Alright, let's think about options here. What the hell can you do to drop? In ZVZ, one of the coolest ways to drop, if your opponent doesn't get mutas up quickly, is just Baneling drops. Bring Ling Bane drops onto their bases. Another one is Roach drops. If you end up in a ground versus ground battle, dropping roaches in their bases is one of the most useful things, especially if your opponent doesn't have Hydras up, because their only anti-air is queens and maybe spores, and your overlords can just go drop 8 roaches in the main. By the time their roaches get back, you pick up and you drop in the third. You basically get to play Terran, just with much more cheap, expendable units. Looks like we're going to see some Zerglings coming across here. Baneling Nest already down here for reach. Nice fast Baneling Nest, but mostly droning, looking like it is for defense. Fashion here on the other side of things, continuing to drone up as well. Both players looking pretty even right now. But I am super curious to how Fashion's going to make this work. Oh, gets the surround on the Zergling. This Zergling in the main base, going to take a look around. Is he going to be able to replicate it? No, it looks like this Zergling's going to get home. Home free, a couple darts in its back, but it will regenerate. Fashion says lag. Oh, he's going to get an Overlord. That's nice. Reach here. Oh, they're both going to kill each other's Overlords. We got some, the mistake where it just evens out. I feel like this happens even at high level. Like, I always want to make fun of when this happens and say, oh, Bronze League mistake. Because you sent your Overlord right into their natural. What did you think would happen? But I've seen that happen so many times in practice games where, like, I'm playing with someone, we're just, like, slightly distracted, and we're like, oh, shit, my Overlord's in your natural. And we'll either let it live, or we'll both just kill each other's natural, one or the other. 3 queens up. Really sick defense from Reach. She's got like super solid defense, but Fashion on the other side is just droning. Fashion's like, what are units and why do I need them to be safe? Just take a third base. Only a few Zerglings on the other side of the map. Man, Fashion. What the hell? This is that moment where a Terran or Protoss player or another Zerg player who's playing against you looks at what you've done in the early game and they just start vomiting into their mouth. Like, oh, he's so greedy. This is like the obese Zerg style. It's where you literally just get money, you just build drones, you just eat minerals all day. Really sick hold position micro in the main by Fashion there. It was so few Zerglings though, that I think in that scenario, maybe just surrounding them would have been better off. Either way, that's such a cool move. But he's not watching. Oh no. Oh no. Queen! Queen, kill them! Drones run! Oh, yeah. Oh, only 3 drones. That's not too bad, actually. Uh-oh. And here we go. Elevators starting to happen. Evo chambers are getting close to done. Fashion here starting to put on some pressure. Wants to elevator into the main at the same time as pushing the front. Got the third base up behind this. It's got a nice drone count. Fashion here, once again, no units at home. If Fashion loses these units at the front to like a Baneling or something, I mean, there's going to be a vicious counterattack from Reach, and Reach is going to be in his base so damn quickly. Overlord starting to morph, a little bit slow on that. Fashion here is like, I want to attack right now, but I'm not allowed, damn it. So he's just going to try and elevate this for now. Needs to get that Overlord speed going, no doubt. Starting to mass Ling Bane, but also getting a Roach Warren behind this as well. That third base and just the massive drone disparity is really giving Fashion an edge right now. Uh-oh. But he can't attack on the front. This is only a small counterattack. He's not allowed to do anything else more than this. Oh my god! Big hit in the main. Gets 4 drones. Gets a 5th one as well. So close to getting those 2 extra drones as well. All these drones being heavily wounded right now. Reach and Fashion are kind of skirmishing on the south side of the map. And we are actually seeing a nice run by here from Reach, but Fashion is just in perfect position. He had the Overlord spot that out on the map, and his Zerglings were ready to receive it. More Zerglings being elevated into the main. Uh-oh. It's been pushed back though. Now Reach knows what's going on. Reach has established control over this game, and Fashion really needs to get that Overlord speed if he wants to keep the drops going. If he wants to keep attacking, he's going to need that. He's adding some roaches. Lots and lots of Overlords right now to break this supply block. And he's just going to be building on up. Roachling, Bane, very solid. Finally, Reach has actually caught up in those in the worker department though. So Reach here with the faster lair, +1 range, which is the better Roach versus Roach upgrade. And still having these queens out here. Now catching 2 overlords. Oh, this is really hard for Fashion. Gonna take a lot of damage. Gonna have to rebuild even more overlords after this. And back at home, we finally see it. The beautiful, beautiful overlord speed upgrade. Our favorite upgrade in the entire game. Fashion trying to figure out ways around the rules while his roaches walk to their death. Am I doing a frontal attack or are you just being bad? So Fashion's plan is going to be to just like walk Banelings back and forth in his opponent's base. I think I'm with Fashion on this one. You can walk those Banelings around outside your opponent's base as much as you want. You just can't actually manually detonate them. He has to kill them. You're not allowed to detonate them. We see Overlord starting to morph. We're going to see some drops. It's time. It's gonna actually happen. Finally, finally, finally. Oh, I'm so keen. I actually haven't used Roach Drops since the early days of Legacy, before every single player built Mutalisks. Those were some fun days. You'd just be dropping roaches all over the place. You'd have to have like spines and spores in your mineral lines, and you'd all just be multi-pronging. It was so much fun. And then people realized that mutas are just awesome, and you just always make mutas and you'll be fine. Fashion though, gonna come in with a 12 Roach Drop. Can hit the front at the same time. Has to keep in mind that that option is there. 3 more Dropper-Lords are ready. I think those are Dropper-Lords? I'm pretty sure they are, right? Because you can tell because they're like a bit fatter, right? Yeah? Yeah, this one doesn't have the sack on the back. The Dropper one has like an extra sack on the back. It's got this like big bubble butt thing. This big friggin' bulging brain. They've like got the, you can see the, yeah, you can see it all like throbbing and everything because there's all the Zerg units in there. Anyways, Reach coming down the south side of the map here. He's going to come in and try and destroy this base. And there's actually, oh, there's Banelings waiting. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, the Queen's going to go down. Nice pickup here for Reach. Oh, he doesn't kill it. Oh, he doesn't kill it. The Queen survives on like a hit point. Meanwhile, uh-oh, here come the pincer. Drop in the main, drop in the natural, 12 roaches in each base. Reach responding to the natural really well. These roaches look like they are going to get shut down. But in the main base at the same time, another drop is going down. Oh, good pickup. Hot pickup here from Fashion. Going to keep those roaches alive for the moment. At the same time, pushing across the middle of the map while the roaches in the main unload and start to tear the base apart. Re-unloading these roaches just like a Terran player. Fashion pulling out all the stops to make this work. Roaches hitting the front. Roaches in the main tearing it apart. Picks back up in the natural one more time. And look at this. He's queued it up to move away and then re-drop in the same base. Fashion looking so good right now. The roaches in the main have done so much damage. Roaches trying to finally go up there, and Fashion just pulling back and forth on all sides. Roaches coming in from every single angle. This is a beautifully orchestrated roach attack. This is exactly the way you're meant to be using this drop play. This is beautiful from Fashion. I mean, look at this. Fashion always never committing whenever Reach pulls his whole army away. Always picks up the roaches and just gets out of there. This is disgustingly good. Damn. Damn, Fashion. I am impressed. This is so well done. Aww. Oh, Reach isn't very happy with that one. Come on, you really should. I can understand being frustrated dealing with roach drops, but come on, this was beautiful. Fashion did this so well. GG, well played. I'm so excited when someone does it that well, and it's just like, holy shit, this is perfect. I was saying it before, there's no anti-air, so he's just like picking up stuff, dropping it again, just going absolutely mad. Absolutely mad. And it looks like we are going to be finishing up on another Zeke VP. It is a throbbing, bulging sack. It's not my fault that sounds disgusting, Twitch chat. Jesus, guys. Why? It just happens that most Zerg things look kind of disgusting, and they all kind of look like innuendos. Anyways, let's dive into our final game for today. It is going to be one more ICYFAR. Drop, 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 drop. I'm really hoping the Protoss players actually submitted this one. It's not just Zerg submissions. Because we need more good Protoss and Terran submissions. We've had some great Protoss submissions in the past. The occasional really good Terran submission as well. So let's dive here into game number 3 and let's take a look at it. Up here in the top left-hand side, Frozen Temple, the exact same map. Our Protoss player, it is Waiter. Waiter. I have no idea how you meant to say that, but I'm going to call him Waiter all game. Waiter. Waiter? Waiter. 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 Down here in the bottom right-hand side, his opponent, Pepino. Pepino. Alright, so Pepino, our Zerg player, is going to be coming across here to scout Waiter. Jesus, how the hell am I going to commentate this game? These guys have weird names. Really weird names. Oh, the drone's going to be annoying. He's going to harass. He's going to block that gateway positioning. And our Protoss player is going to kind of change the positioning up a little bit there. Going to come in and go across the map for his own scout as well. So a very standard opening out of our Protoss player. Gateway into gas. Going for that gateway scout. The drone of Pepino just going to go and chase that probe all the way back home while Pepino goes for, looks like, gas into pool. Going to be going for some very fast Zerglings and Zergling speed, but just mining with 1 gas right now, and now... No. No! No! Oh my god. He didn't micro the probe at all, and it almost escaped. He literally I don't think he even realized. It just had already been clicked on a mineral, so it just went straight through those drones. Pepino bringing out the preemptive attempt to drone surround to try and limit the scouting. The probe sees everything nonetheless. It sees the fast gas and pool. It knows there's some sneaky shit coming his way. So Waiter's going to be well forewarned. He's got this nice wall off. I like this wall off quite a lot. You got this really thick choke point in the middle. I say thick like lengthways, but it's still obviously narrow. And you got these meaty buildings covering the front of your ramp. Got this nice pylon on the high ground covering. There's something about this wall satisfies me a lot. I like this wall. It's a good wall. Uh-oh. Yeah, it's another Zerg submission. He's like, well, if I have to drop, I'm going to drop it like 3 minutes into the game. Already an Evo chamber up. Incredibly early from Pepino, but not many Zerglings out. And actually got a really intense drone count. And there's no Overlords in drop position just yet. This Overlord's just like, please don't be building a Stalker. I need to fly over here so I can drop you. But looks like it's going to just try and fly away, along with this other Overlord as well. Hatchery now is going down for Pepino. Pepino. He's going to be getting Overlord speed. Alright, going to be going for really fast Overlord speed drops. Probably just mass, like 2 Overlords filled with Zerglings. That can actually be really devastating if your opponent's not ready for it. And, I mean, right now, Waiter is doing a great job of building Zealot, Adept, Stalker. Constant gateway production. Really fast 2nd and 3rd gate. But no Mothership Core just yet. And no vision on this top right-hand side. This is the drop zone. If you're like ever playing against a Zerg on this map, this is the area you need to check. Like, you always need to have something up there. And Waiter knows it. Look at that. He's like, yep, this guy is there to guard the drop zone, man. That's this Stalker's job. The Zerglings poke the front. They're like, oh yeah, we totally want to harass you. We're definitely not coming up here to drop in these Overlords. Definitely not. More and more Zerglings on the way for Pepino right now. He's going to be coming across and just looking to jump in that main base, man. This is that point of the game where Protoss sees nothing, by the way. Protoss has no tech on the way either because he's like so paranoid about this early gas pool opening. And now he goes for the fastest possible double robo. 3 minutes 45. Oh god. If he gets a decent number of Immortals out, that can be really scary. Oh, Waiter comes out. He sees a lot of Zerglings there. The Zerglings, they don't want to give it away. They don't want to run up to the top. But he's got to start dropping units up there. Looks like Waiter's just like, alright, it was just a few Zerglings. His alarm bell still has not been tripped. But Pepino back home on 17 drones. Yeah, he's got a 3rd base on the way, but he doesn't have any drones on his natural right now. He's as all in as all in can be. He has got to kill at least about 20 workers to make this work. Pepino coming in with the Zerglings. Uh-oh, the Mothership Core has seen them. That looks a little bit suspect. Is he going to react? There's so many Overlords here. They're all starting to fill up with these Zerglings. We've got more and more Overlords coming across. Double Overlord drop going to come in. Is he ready for it? Oh, way to actually change the patrol path to cover the entire length of it. The Stalker's going to start dishing out some damage, but the Zergling's dropping out, getting a very quick surround on that Stalker. The Stalker goes down almost instantly, but there's 4 Adepts here. 16 Zergling's going to struggle against 4 Adepts. They're going to try and evade. Oh, they're going to click on the Nexus. They need to find damage. The urgency's on, but there's just too many Protoss units in this base right now. Melee is not finished yet. Oh, there we go. They find an exposed natural. These Zerglings gonna just jump on top of those probes and start doing damage. Meanwhile, more Lings queuing up to go into that main base. Protoss a little bit slow to respond and get down here. He's struggling with this Zergling multitasking. Pepino here, he's gonna actually run out the front of the base and say, all right, I'll just get out of there. Meanwhile, more Zerglings dropping into the main. Pepino gonna try to make this work. Is Protoss truly just the 1A race with no control or ability to multitask? We're about to find out. It looks like so far our Protoss player has shut this aggression down incredibly well. Let's look at that units lost tab. We see a lot more resources lost for Pepino, well, a little bit more. What have we seen? Just 5 workers? 4 workers have gone down, but still 38 probes to 18 drones. I don't know if Pepino's going to make this work, man. Pepino's going to need some magic to make this happen. This is going to be ridiculous. I don't know how you could possibly make this work as Pepino right now. Pepino is just kind of like, keep dropping Zerglings, but oh, so many Immortals and Adepts. Oh, this is a Zergling killing force right here. Got Zealots on the wall, Pylon Cannon ready. Oh no. Pepino taking a 4th base and actually starting to drone up here. Gonna go for that macro transition, realizing it hasn't worked, and he's like, all right, let's do it. Let's just drone up. Let's take some bases. But this is gonna be a tough road back into this game. He really needs to try and threaten Protoss and just stop Protoss from taking a 3rd for like another 3 or 4 minutes. If he can do that, then he's got a chance to catch up. Of course, if Protoss decides to just make a lot of units and attack in that time, it's gonna be pretty scary. And double Warp Prism. Double Warp Prism! Oh my god, is our Protoss actually the one who submitted the replay? It may actually be Waiter who's submitted the replay, or they're both. Maybe it's actually our first one where they've both submitted it. That would actually be sick. Double Warp Prism on the way. 2 more Warp Prisms on the way. Yes! Yes! Alright. Alright, Waiter has got a plan. This is the man with the plan. By the way, any units you warp in, I kind of counted as being dropped because Protoss kind of struggled to get enough Warp Prisms to drop their entire army anyway. But this is going to be so sick. We're just going to see so many Adepts plus these 2 Immortals loaded up into 4 Warp Prisms, maybe even 6 Warp Prisms. I think just 4 Warp Prisms, and there's going to be a Doom drop on the Zerg. Not something you see every single day. This is like the dumbest thing. I love it. I love it. Load up. Load up, guys! Get in the Warp Prism! There we go, they're loading up. These Zergling drops are still up here, though. We've got a Zergling drop there, a Zergling drop here. If they hit as Protoss is distracted, they could do massive damage. And oh my god, they're coming in right now. It's already queued up to just move outside the base. Outside the base. But what has Pepino got? Pepino has only 25 Zerglings. Most of them are in those drops. They're coming in now. Zerglings in the main. Big Adept warp in. They're going to shut that down. But the Zerglings in the natural, they're undefended right now. The Mothership cores come into the main as well. The Zerglings in the main get torn apart, but the Zerglings in the natural are starting to do big damage. Meanwhile, here we go. Doom drop on the Zerg's 3rd. And we're saying, oh no! Oh no! Waiter's losing his entire natural mineral line, warping in the depth now, but it's a little bit too little too late. The Doom drop's got to hit the main. He's got to hit it right now. There's Mutalisks on the way. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Waiter actually needs to make Stalkers right now. He needs to kill the economy of Zerg. Pepino's up on 46 drones versus just 23 probes of our Protoss player. And Waiter, uh-oh, the Mutas are about to pop. There's no defense here. You're allowed to warp in Stalkers, Waiter. I think they're both playing ICYFAR right now. Waiter just realizing in the midst of it. I think he thinks he's winning, but he's just realized there's Mutas out. He's got to do something about this. He's got to make Stalkers. There we go. Going into warp-in mode. There's no way you're going to kill all these Warp Prisms before the Stalkers finish warping in. That's what he needs. He's going to need a few more warp-ins, though. Those Mutalisks, there we go. Oh, the Stalker focus fire is good. Waiter doing a great amount of damage so far. Pepino taking a lot of damage. Another Mutalisk goes down. Only 6 Mutalisks versus 6 Stalkers, but the Zerglings get good surface area on the Mutas. The Stalkers are getting focused down. Oh, the Stalker micro. He's using the Warp Prism to blink them back. That's really good, but the Zerglings still a little bit too close to the front. And these Stalkers being forced to retreat. Look at this, very nice Warp Prism Micro, but the mutas are regenning. He's going to need to warp in more Stalkers. These Stalkers on their own are not going to get the job done, but can Pepino defend his economy in time? All of the drones are going down. The mutas finally shutting down a few of those Warp Prisms, all of them turning tail to fly home, more Stalkers warping in at home. These Zealots being pursued by those, the drones being pursued by those Zealots. Oof, oof, oof. One bad thing for Waiter is he wasn't mining from the natural that whole time. Now he's sending some probes down to do that. I think he lost his third Nexus in the midst of it as well. Gonna continue to tear these bases apart. These are the last drones. We've got a few drones down there and drones up here. Funnily enough, yeah, Pepino knows his success is going to lie in the hands of Mutalisks. His mutas have cleared up the ground army, so even though he has no mineral mining, he's just trying to mine these gas geysers. You know, if he can mine those, then he can still win this game. If he can just get up enough mutas to beat the Stalker count. Right now, there's only 5 Stalkers. There's a huge amount of gas. If Waiter actually made Archons, he'd be in a great spot. But these Warp Prisms are going to get caught. The mutas are going to find them. Oh my god, one of the mutas turns around. The Stalker's dropping, but that's only 5 Stalkers. Oh, there is one sentry in there. It needs to use a Guardian Shield right now, but I don't think it has the energy. All the Stalkers going down, and oh no, this is so bad for Waiter. Waiter's got so much money. He's got so much more income. He needed to keep these Stalkers together and build them up. Or make a Templar Archives, one or the other. But the mutas are doing so damn well right now. Waiter's Zealots, though, still on a rampage. This is going to end up in a base trade, I think. 5 Stalkers, still not enough to stop this many mutas, unless he focus fires. Oh, we've got a 6th Stalker there. Do we have a Mothership Core? We still have a Mothership Core alive. Oh, great focus fire so far from Waiter. And there we go. Oh, the Pylon Cannon is disgusting. Goodbye, Mutalisk Flock. Only 3 Mutalisks do remain. The Stalkers moving to that main base to defend. Meanwhile, these Zealots that were dropped out are going to start to tear the base apart. Zerglings running into the main. They're going to try and join up and overwhelm these Stalkers, but it looks like Pepino leaves the game, unfortunately. Taps on out. What did he have left? He had a few drones. He was mining a bit of gas, but he lost his Spire. He only had 1 Mutalisk and 11 Zerglings. There were still 26 probes up. Still good economy. Great play from Waiter to close that one out. We actually thought it was the other way around. I'm not sure if that was a clash of ICYFARs or just a Zerg playing an incredibly weird build order. Either way, Drippy-Droppy madness worked out pretty well today. So thank you everyone who submitted those replays. I still can't believe there weren't very many Terran submissions. It's like the easiest challenge for Terran players. Then again, maybe they just weren't picked because the Terran replays probably just looked like normal games. It's like, drop half your army as Terran? Wow, you played pretty much the way you do every other game. Dropping Warp Prisms though, Doom dropping out of that and all that sort of stuff is pretty cool. So that's pretty fun. Alright guys, so once more for people just tuning into the show, the challenge for next week is Blood Sacrifice. Well, not you, but a unit needs to die every single minute of the game. You may need to go and worker harass and try to kill a worker. You may need to kill one of your own workers. It starts from the very beginning of the game. At least 1 unit has to die every single minute of the game in order to appease the blood gods. So you need to make a sacrifice, or you need to kill something of theirs and sacrifice it. And that's going to force you to force some fighting to go on very early in the game. Or you can play completely standard and just kill one of your workers every minute if you want to handicap yourself. Maybe you guys can figure out some creative ways to force that to happen. So definitely submit some replays. Submit it before the Tuesday daily next week, or before the Monday daily US EU time. So you've got about a week to do that, and that should be awesome. So definitely get that going. Eggs do not count. Anxious Panda. And buildings aren't units either. You can't kill a creep tumor. Units. Only units. Lava and eggs do not count. No getting away with just cancelling an egg, you greedy Zerg players. Exploding a Baneling counts? Well, yeah, I mean, it's sacrificing itself, but yeah, it counts. That counts. Alright guys, so thank you very much for watching. There's no questions, of course, it's ICYFAR. Submit replays, have some fun. I appreciate everyone who tuned in today. Thanks for hanging out, guys. We will be back tomorrow with another episode. Tomorrow is What If Wednesdays, and we have Hydra versus Polt. ZBT. I know that Polt's a little bit sick. He won't be able to use his mic, but we'll still get the players' thoughts and analysis as we go. We'll still do the same format as normal, and that's going to be awesome. So tune in tomorrow for Hydra versus Polt and What If Wednesdays. All right, guys, thanks for hanging out. Don't forget to hug a watermelon, kick a walrus, and of course, punch a cactus to the moon. That's all for now. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Goodbye and good night.